Continuing on our theme now of working with pictures, we're going to talk about text. But we're going to talk about a picture of text, also known as word art. Now, if you've used Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, even Outlook for that matter, you may already know what word art is. Think of it as a graphical representation of text. So you're able to type in whatever text it is you need and then create a cool looking picture out of that. So what we're going to do is insert some word art into an existing publication. This one here that we've been working on from previous lessons called Card 7C. Now if you're jumping to this lesson, just go to your Open button up here, navigate to the Lesson 7 folder of your exercise files and find Card 7C. Once you've got that open up, we're going to all move to page 1 by clicking down here on the page 1 tab to take us to the cover of our greeting card. What we're going to do is replace this plain old text that's in a text box with some word art. So if we click inside the text box, we're actually highlighting the text. If we click on the border of the text box, we're selecting the text box, which means we can hit delete on the keyboard to remove it. Now here's a good spot for our word art to go. To insert word art, it's just like any other picture. We go up to the Insert menu, we come down to Picture, but now we go all the way across and down to Word Art. Give that a click. So the word art gallery shows up. Here's where we get to choose a style or a word art format that we like. I'm going to go to this one right here. It's kind of a colorful one with a shadow, and click OK. Takes us to the next dialog box where we get to edit our word art text. So not only type in our text, but choose the font, the size, and any other formatting. Well, it's already highlighted or selected here, so let's type in Happy Valentine's Day. Now we're using a 36-point font here. If we wanted to, we could knock that down, but let's highlight our text by clicking and dragging over it first, and we'll knock it down to say 28. That all fits on one line. But don't worry too much about the size right now, because we can size it like we could any other picture in a publication once it's on our page. We can change it to a different font. I'm going to change it to something that I like to use in greeting cards called Comic. So if we scroll down the alphabetical listing, we're going to come across this one down here called Comic. Give that a click, and you can see it's kind of like printing. Alright, let's click OK. And you can see it's using the word art style we selected, which is that rainbow of colors and the shadow. Now it does have handles like any other picture, but we don't see the picture toolbar. We see the word art toolbar show up. Because if we want to insert more word art, we've got a button for that. If we wanted to change our text, we can edit text. If we wanted to choose a different word art style from the gallery, we could do that. We could format the word art that's using that style. We can even change the shape if we wanted to, how text wraps around it. Look at this, we got word art same letter heights. If we wanted every letter to be the same height, we click this one. If we don't like it, click it again. Same thing goes for word art vertical text. If we want this running down, say, the left-hand side of our card, we could choose word art vertical text. You can see now as I move it up here, it's listed vertically. It doesn't make sense for this particular sample, so we'll click the same button to set it back to horizontal. And we'll move that back down here. We've also got alignment, and over here we've got our character spacing as well. But right now we're going to treat this like any other image. We're going to go to the sizing handle, top left corner here. Just drag it down so it fits inside the frame. Same thing over here. Now with this particular style, we got to watch out for the shadow, and it is going outside of our border, so we might want to just drag it down a little bit further so it's fitting inside the frame. Perfect, just like that. So we deselect by clicking outside the image. Even though it's text, we'll call it an image or a picture. And there's our end result. But it may not be exactly what we were hoping for. So let's click on it again. The word art toolbar shows up. We'll leave the text. That's fine. Happy Valentine's Day is fine. But let's choose a different style from the word art gallery. How about this one right here? Kind of looks three-dimensional. Click OK. And you can see that that's kind of cool. I'm going to size it up so it fits a little bit more inside the frame. That looks good there. And now, what if we want to change the color scheme? Well, we can do that too with the Format Word Art button. Give that a click. You can see the fill color that's selected is actually a gradient. That means fill effects were chosen. But we could choose a solid color, choose from more colors if we don't see the color we're looking for here. By the way, these colors are part of the color scheme used in this template. So more colors allows you to choose any color. Fill color or fill effects is the one we want, and you can see two colors are being used, and we've got this gradient down here. So let's change up the colors. I'm going to change this purple to burgundy, and you can see the effects I get down below. I'm going to choose this one here with the dark down the middle and click OK, and then when I click OK, that becomes my selected color. I could adjust the transparency as well as the line colors, but everything else is cool. I click OK to see the end result, and that looks kind of neat. I like that. If I wanted to change the shape, I can go to the WordArt shape and choose how my text will flow. Right now you can see it's kind of going from the left up and over to the right, but if I wanted it to be wavy, choose wavy, add some wave to it. That looks nice. And then of course I could choose, if I had text in this publication wrapping around it, it could wrap around the shape if I wanted to, or around the rectangular shape that is the frame. It's totally up to you, but that doesn't apply to this particular greeting card. The alignment, same thing, it's centered, but that's okay because it's filling the entire frame from left to right. So I'm just going to deselect by clicking outside the picture, which is our WordArt image, and there's my end result.